For removing blemishes, Photoshop offers a wonderful tool called the Spot Healing Brush Tool. After selecting it, let's move over to a spot that requires healing. Change the size of the brush tip so that it matches the size of the blemish, and just click. Almost magically, Photoshop has removed the blemish. We can go on this way, giving all the other blemishes the same treatment. However, before we do so, it is important to remember that every correction we apply to the background layer as we just did will be destructive, meaning that the next time we open the document in Photoshop, we won't be able to restore the image to its original state. Therefore, it is highly recommended that all corrections be applied in a non-destructive manner. This can be achieved by creating a new layer that will be dedicated solely to contain the corrections we apply. So let's create that new layer. Now let's move over the spot we wish to heal. Match the size of the brush tip to the size of the blemish underneath, and click. As you can see, nothing has happened. This is because the active layer right now is the new layer we've just created. And as is the case with any new layer, it's empty. So the spot healing tool had nothing much to work with. In order to let the tool do its job, we'll have to sample the contents of the layer below somehow. So we'll check the spot healing tool option that says Sample All Layers. This way, the content from the layer below will be sampled each time we use the spot healing tool, yet the correction itself will reside in the new layer separately. At any given time, we could compare the state of our work to the original state of the image by turning the display of the retouch layer on and off. And if only the content of the retouch layer is displayed, we would realize the scope of our efforts. Every brushstroke here represents a correction we applied. Another advantage of having the corrections reside in a separate layer is the ability to use the eraser tool or a mask to erase or conceal the effect of a certain brushstroke. We could also delete the retouch layer entirely if we so wish. Before concluding this video, let's turn to heal some of the spots we've skipped. We'll start with this one right here. As you can see, the action healed the original blemish, yet it left a strange mark instead. Now let's say we want to remove this piece of jewelry as well. Again, source was removed, but we are left with a color mark that does not blend in naturally with its surroundings. Let's take on another spot. Here too, the result is an abnormal stain. The reason for which the spot healing tool had failed in correcting the last few blemishes we took on is that all of them had a factor in common. Of that factor and the alternate tool that Photoshop offers in such cases, we'll see to in the next video.